New developments in multiple sexual violence cases involving 3 men who are police and public safety officers. The Philadelphia District Attorney's Office believes the men arrested and charged over the past few years have additional victims. I'm Jason Martinez.
And I'm Sheba Russell. Howard Rubin was charged and recently sentenced for abusing 2 boys back in 2013 when he was a former school police officer. Patrick Heron was arrested last year and charged with indecent assault of minors, among other crimes. But he retired from the Philadelphia Police Department in 2019. And there's been an additional arrest, a recent arrest. Kelly, Philadelphia police, now former homicide detective Donald Suchinsky, is accused of harassment and aggravated indecent assault, among other charges.
Sheba, that's correct. And a federal lawsuit alleges that this detective tried to pursue an inappropriate relationship with the mother of a November 2020 homicide victim. And the lawsuit says at one point it became physical. This is former Philadelphia police homicide detective Donald Suchinsky, charged late last month with harassment and aggravated indecent assault, among other crimes, related to individuals he met in the course of his duties as a homicide detective in November 2020, according to the district attorney's office. Attorney Joshua Van Naarden says his client, the mother of a November 2020 homicide victim, came forward to the DA's office about Detective Suchinsky's behavior and, with his help, filed a federal lawsuit in January, about a month before he was criminally charged.
This detective preyed upon a very vulnerable individual at her most vulnerable. Her son had been murdered.
The lawsuit alleges Suchinsky sent his victim emails using his department-issued email address, often asking for photos, and when she refused his advances, it allegedly turned physical. The lawsuit claims one incident of sexual assault happened in the parking lot of the former police headquarters on Race Street. The lawsuit alleges a pattern of behavior.
We certainly believe there are other victims out there, and we can only hope that they have the same courage that she has.
That was the purpose of a press conference held by the district attorney's office today. They also resurfaced 2 other cases. Howard Rubin, a former school police officer, most recently at the Multicultural Academy Charter School until 2014. He pleaded guilty to sexually abusing 2 boys back in 2013 and was recently sentenced to 10 to 20 years behind bars. And Patrick Heron, a former Philadelphia police officer who retired in 2019, was arrested last year and charged with unlawful contact with minors involving sexual offenses, child pornography, among other crimes. All 3 men are believed to have additional victims.
We're turning to the community, to Philadelphians, so that if there's things that people know, that we can get as clear of a picture as we can of what kind of harm was done in the community.
And in this most recent arrest, a spokesperson for the Philadelphia Police Department says the detective was placed on restrictive duty status as soon as they were aware of the allegations in 2021. They forwarded an internal affairs investigation to the DA's office, and the detective was fired once the DA's office brought forth charges. In a statement, the commissioner said tonight, in part, quote, "The charges are highly disturbing and stand in stark contrast to everything society expects of law enforcement officers."
Kelly Rule, thank you. Right now, State Representative